our region, the North East, is almost always the worst performing. Why is that, and how can you actually improve different regions' performances?
So there are a range of complex factors that, lead us to where we are today, but we do see a really big challenge in the North East around academic outcomes for children. And we're one of the few regions where we haven't actually recovered to where we were before the pandemic. I mean, where we were before the pandemic still had a big gap in attainment for many children, but the North East still has really big challenges. Now, some of that's about poverty and disadvantage, and it's why we're taking action to lift more children out of poverty. But I'm also announcing today Mission North East, that will be an exciting way that we can really capture a much clearer focus on children within the North East, how we support schools to really develop a brilliant education system for those children, but how they can also work with local communities to make that happen. Because I think in the North East, we're one of the regions where often parents are increasingly questioning whether school, whether education has the value that it once had, and we've got to turn that around.
White working class boys are a group that you've mentioned quite a few times, and they are mentioned in the documents that you've shared. How are you going to improve their situation?
So we know that white working class boys and also white working class girls who aren't too far behind have some of the poorest outcomes in academic terms within our system at the moment. Now, a part of that is around attendance. We know that those groups are less likely to be attending school regularly, and that's why we've had a really big focus on attendance, because it's a statement of the obvious that if you're not in school regularly, you're going to struggle to do well in your exams if you've missed out on big chunks of learning. But it's also about all children feeling really engaged in their education, so a broad and rich curriculum that prizes academic outcomes alongside the chance to do music and sport and drama, and children really feeling that they belong in school.